Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Isaiah Evans, and I'm a graduating senior from Howard University. HU? You know, and the crowd goes crazy. Anyways, with the 2020 election cycle fast approaching and an ever-growing field of candidates, I thought I'd take the time to let you know about one of the most important parts of our election process, primaries. Party elections are held at the state level to determine the party's frontrunners, who then face off in the general election. Primaries are so interesting because they actually can vary from state to state or even from party to party within the states. So while each state uses different primary election methods, they can generally be divided into two categories, caucuses and primaries. A caucus is closed off to those who are not members of the party that is holding the caucus. For example, at a Democratic caucus, only registered Democrats would be able to take part. Voters show up to a specific location and literally pick sides to stand on depending on which candidate they support the most. Over the course of the caucus, voters from either side will then debate about which candidate they prefer. If you change your mind about which candidate you prefer, you have to physically switch sides of the room to stand with those who support the other candidate. At the end of the caucus, people on either side of the room are tallied up, and whoever has the most supporters standing on their side of the room wins the caucus. Now on to primaries. Primaries are interesting because there's a few different types of primaries depending on which state you're in. Primaries look very familiar to some because they're just like regular elections, no standing on different sides of rooms. There are a few different types of primaries we need to look at: closed primaries, semi-closed primaries, and open primaries. When a primary is closed, it means that only voters who have previously registered with that party can participate in that primary vote. Semi-closed primaries allow voters to register and change their party affiliation, even on the election day. Then there are open primaries. With open primaries, voters are free to choose which party's primary they'd like to vote in, regardless of their previous party affiliation, regardless of whichever primary election system your state uses. By the time you're done election day, that should be it, right? Right? Well, not quite. Votes are not directly given to candidates. Instead, votes are given to delegates, who generally vote how the state voted in the primary, but not necessarily depending on which state. For example, in some states, delegates are free to choose whichever candidate they'd like, regardless of what the people of their state chose. Then there are superdelegates, who represent a party's establishment and can also vote for whoever they want, and whoever's in the best interest of the party. Delegates and superdelegates then meet up and hold the real election for the party frontrunner at the party's national convention. At this point, all but one candidate has usually dropped out, which means that most of the time the convention just turns out to be a crowning ceremony for the candidate that everyone knew was going to win anyways. Only after the frontrunners are officially chosen at the party convention can the real race for president occur. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you guys learned something new today. For my project, I need to get at least 200 views on this video, so please feel free to share with your friends and family and whoever else might be interested in this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll tune in next time.